everybody. I am back again with Dee O'Neill from neurofit.com, my brain health expert. So I took the survey, the quiz, it was just 10 minutes. That's generous. If my phone had rolled faster, it wouldn't even taken 10 minutes. Super easy, super fast, but it was super, super enlightening to find out the number of things that I clicked, yes, I'm having an issue with, then obviously Dee can help me with. So how can we get people to do this, Dee?
Yeah, so that first part is just really a subjective questionnaire of things that you might be experiencing, never, sometimes, or quite a bit, just to give you an indication of things that are brain-based that we maybe during our typical day we worry like, why did I come into this room, or what's her name again, or things that we forget or worry about that we think maybe are just aging, I'm tired, drank too much wine this weekend, whatever it is, that actually it might be something happening in our brain that we can actually address. So that's the first step of this, is go on, take the 30 questions or so, super easy, maybe some awareness building and some insightfulness built there. And then if you choose to go further to take a more objective test, then we can really get kind of more down and dirty to see where you fall on a normative database, and then from there make really specific tailored recommendations.
Well, I'm very excited. I definitely want to move forward, because who wants to feel that you're forgetting people's names or that you're forgetting anything? And how many times have all of us walked into a room and it's like, what was I doing here? But just those minor things of, oh wait, what was that word? Just little blips that just they're a blip. But obviously if you address it, I'm assuming earlier rather than later, it's a whole lot easier to correct.
Yeah, well, and that's really why this drives me every day, because what we know from brain science is the changes in the brain for Alzheimer's, really, advanced cognitive decline, we can see that in the brain 10 years before it actually shows up in our daily life as symptoms. That's why it's so important. I also want to point out too that the questionnaire that you took can be done by kids 8 years and older. So it can be done for your children, for yourself, even for people that you might be caring for. So it's for anybody.
Yes, so I know that it's kind of geared as a post-COVID, which I can totally see, because I think a lot of people have changed a little bit since this whole ordeal started, but it's also for anybody at any time. I mean, obviously even pre-pandemic, this could have been good for me as I recognize that I'm starting to forget those little itty bitty things just because of my age. So I know that you brought kind of a summary, or
an example of what the report will look like for the online assessment that you're going to take next.
Okay,
and
okay.
Just to give an example of how simple it is, think of it like a stoplight. Everything's kind of color coded, so all the tests that you'll be taking, memory, processing speed, working memory, short-term attention, all these cognitive functions that you'll be tested on your online assessment will then be rated. Essentially, dark green is really good, you tested above average. Light green, it's good. Yellow, we're starting to kind of worry, it's in the kind of lower average range. And then orange and red, it's really getting to areas that we want to improve on. So those are the areas that we're going to start making recommendations of ways that you can bump those over. And then if we do some kind of recommendation, whether it's an online cognitive training tool that we can recommend, or if mood indications come up, like someone has depression, anxiety, they're not sleeping well, then we might see those other metrics improve over time too. So that's the goal is to get a measurement and then implement things to improve, and then remeasure afterwards to make sure that those things helped.
Awesome. Do you want to give everybody the website again?
Yeah, so go to neurofitnow.com. You can click on the 10-minute self-check if you want to do the first thing that Josanne has done, or click on the actual consultation to jump right into this cognitive assessment.
Awesome. Thanks, Dee. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Josanne.
it.
See you next time.
Thanks, everybody.